Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well. Hopefully look out for yourselves. And hopefully you're having a great start to wherever you are in the world. Maybe we're back on Mibi's account. I wanted to showcase his dungeon team as I don't have accessible to some of the champions we're using in today's video. We're going to be looking at a champion who was I guess, some sort of guaranteed for a champion trainer event, if I wasn't mistaken, for the BLADEMASTER event. And I haven't seen any videos on him so far. So I wanted to cover him. So we got BLADEMASTER coming in with his block buffs and cleanse, which is basically protected against bosses, better than a protection set because this is guaranteed. Protection set of 9 pieces, only 75 per debuff. So this is really, really solid. He's also got a dungeon speed aura 30 in all arenas, so you can use Timid Presence to increase this. Now, there's not many legendaries that can do this. And then we have increased defense with shields, which it doesn't really come into play. It's mainly all about this ability. Now, this is a double GNUT comp, so I'll apologize now, but you can replace the GNUT, one of the GNUTs with a Marius, and I know a lot of in-game players right now have a Marius. And you can access a Marius as well, so maybe you're going to get Marius or something throughout that. So let's have a look at the event then. I guess we can use the magic button of the event. It's only on for the next 8 weeks. We're going to pop some energy and I'll show you all the presets. Obviously we'll drop all the stuff down below. We have got ARMANZ coming in as well to drop the turn meter back and just can be replaced with a number of champions, to be honest. But ARMANZ is just in here from his last event team, so we're kind of just again going through this. We're also in bolster as well to help stay alive against a lot of these champions. So you'll see here Timoth will actually come in shortly with his abilities, and Timoth won't be able to do anything here. We've also got a bolster to keep us alive, and I think if we don't have the bolster it would fail, but it's looking pretty 100%. And we're just going to go in with the best and blash, and then this is game over. Now if you're going to use Marius, make sure you switch off the A3. This is 28 seconds, so it's pretty nice. Amiibi has got a very nice team. I'm not jealous one bit. Yeah, so yeah, one of them ones. So yeah, great champion, and I can't remember where he was guaranteed of, but yeah, just great against these things. He was good against Odin, probably be good against the next boss, in all fairness, as well, when they do something like this again in the future. I can imagine is that he's good against what other bosses are good against. Well, he's good against Curse City boss as well, and he's probably one of the hardest ones to replace. I guess Eva's probably the closest who can do a cleanse and block buffs, maybe a Rio, but Rio kind of is a bit finicky. And again, we get us back down to 26, and then we'll run it one more time just to kind of show you at this team at its most. Mibi is going to be really, really happy with this. He could probably potentially run a faster team now with Marius as well in here, but I don't think there's any reason to kind of really change anything, if I'm being honest, for this team. So we're going to go in and it just carries on. ARMANZ is good for this as well. Obviously, ARMANZ is a fusion champion. A lot of people have ARMANZ. If you're struggling to build a team, I think ARMANZ is a good champion to build around, even with the bad affinity, just because he can do strip the sheep, and he can do the stuns and turn me to drop, which is quite useful. Slows down the waves for sure. So let me show you all the gear then. We have ARMANZ coming in with a 6-piece stone skin. I think you could probably just get away with a Sonic set build, to be honest. We've got good speed, we've got good accuracy. Now your ARMANZ needs to be faster than everyone. Kaj is like 300, so you'll need them to be like 301, I guess. With the speed aura, you could probably be like 290, maybe 285. And then we also have, yeah, good speed, good accuracy. You want some survivability in here as well. We're running a accuracy chest. Again, just stone skin stuff here and here, which is for arena. We got triple speed there, triple speed there. We're looking for some accuracy substats as well. This ARMANZ is a bit outdated, so I could definitely do with updating this. No relics there, and we got Timid Presence on him, which will work for the dungeon boss. And then we're using masteries. So a typical arena build, a bit outdated. It does need to update it for arena, but we'll look at that on another day. Then we're going to go to our GNUTs, which are the stars of the show. They've got Phantom Touch Blessings because of Fire Knight, so there is reason to explain that. Now we have 2 Savage builds, one in Savage, one in Instinct. We have Accuracy or you can go Defense there, and then Accuracy or Defense Chest. You got critical damage here, and then we have Defense substat there. We have Speed, ideally with Speed substat, but Defense is fine. And then you can go Accuracy Chest if you're using Defense Banner. You want to make sure you balance it out overall. And then we've got a critical damage Ascension with ideally critical damage or defense Ascension there. And then speed along the top, looking for critical rate, defense substat, and critical damage. So the speeds are 254 with the speed aura coming in to play effects there. We've got good, reasonable critical damage, 254. Don't need accuracy on your GNUTs for this content. So one thing to take on consideration. We've got good HP of nearly 60,000. You don't need accuracy on these builds because you're just using a nuke, right? So you're not worrying about the A2 or anything like that, or the turn meter drop because it's or the freeze or anything like that. So you don't need any accuracy. These are the masteries that we're running. For blessing, I guess you could run cruelty or brimstone. I guess you could run brimstone for if you have 1 GNUT. And then you could use, if you're going to use Marius, you just go cruelty, I guess, or soul reap if you're struggling to do the damage towards the end. These are the masteries on number 2. Again, a bit of a weaker one, this GNUT. So we can see here, refresh is going to be really useful as well if you got that lying around. Again, there's that same stats, got HP just here for some reason. Not too sure, probably what his own one he had. And then you can see here, good defense. You can see here, critical damage 218, not a lot. Honestly, can do the job overall. Really high HP for a GNUT. To be honest, I think it was me that built him. I used leftover gear from him, got the job done in Fire Knight, whacked him in, and it worked this time. Is this the KYMAR that we're using? It looks like it's a Stone Skin KYMAR. So we have 250 speed, we have 473 accuracy. Again, you just focus on speed, defense, and HP. Yes, because you want to focus on survivability, which is going to be super, super important. And you can go through like this, and then again, yeah, accuracy chest again if you wanted, defense or HP gloves. Along the row, survivability substats with accuracy or defense or HP chest. Depending on what you could do, you could also put this guy in bolster as well if you're struggling. And then I'd look for speed substats along the top because it's generally quite easy to build. Blessing, you don't really need one. And again, for the accuracy for this, you don't need accuracy because you're not using sleep for whatever reason or the strip. So you're just using him for the reset and he needs to be the slowest. And then we can bring in the Blademaster, which is going to be super key. Now we're using Brimstone for like other content, which was against City Boss. These are the masteries. Again, not great masteries because we're using Eagle Eye for the Brimstone. Brimstone does require that, so it's built for something else and does the job, which is going to be fairly good. Accuracy coming in for the Brimstone 425. I don't think it's high enough. If I remember correctly, I think it's 500 minimum. But we do have good speed and we have good HP and good defense. So you're focusing on the HP, speed, and defense. They're the 3 stats you want to focus about. Again, if you use shield set can be removed. You want to use bolster. Bolster is a must if you want to do that. And I think if you're not running bolster, you're probably going to die, or you'll have to make your champions a lot more tanky. I guess it doesn't need to be a big bolster set. It just needs to be a bolster set. So let me show you the presets then for this beautiful team that Mibi has. And it's quite nice actually. He didn't have to do any rebuilding or anything like that. So he's been looked after quite well here. And then it's just the presets here. Going to open up with the cleanse and block buffs. You want him to be the slowest. We don't want him to put the buffs up and break the turn meter, so it's really important that you do that. We've got AoE stun here. Just drop back the turn meter there. And then you've got nuke, and then reset, and it's pretty much done. All right, really solid team. And Mibi is going to have absolute field day with this team, so not too tricky at whatsoever. Now, it is worth noting, if the block buffs goes before all these events, you're going to give turn meter to the boss because of template chains, and then Kaj is going to do increased speed and cleanse, and this will just break a speed tune. So you'll need to make sure that he's slowest for that reason, right? Kind of protects you in that way. Looks like there's a retribution proc there, and then there should be the reset coming in shortly. I think the reset already happened. And then bop, 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 bop. Beautiful team. Let me know down in the comments. I will be trying to make some more accessible teams over the next couple of weeks. I'm moving on over the weekend, so I will be a bit limited for video time. I will be dropping some more videos again next week, probably on this boss. I've got a couple lined up, so and some good ideas as well. I will be using at least one GNUT maybe, or a Marius in teams. I think ARMANZ would be good because of accessible champions over the last year or so. And I think if you're watching this and you're trying to get 30 done and you're free to play and you don't have the ARMANZ or GNUT because you wasn't playing then, I just think you're just not ready for this content, bearing in mind. So you're better off doing 20. There's plenty of videos on 20 already. That's it from me today. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.